I'd like to address today all of our abilities and gifts that we were born with, that we came here from with God, the true source. So many people that I talk to are giving up their own abilities and gifts out of fear. And as I alluded to before when I spoke to all of you, there's nothing more powerful than each one of us individually. And why is that so? It's because our pure essence is that of God, the true source. And the highest frequency and vibration in the universe is love, or unconditional love as I refer to, which comes from God, the true source. So many times we live in fear. We live in fear of our jobs. We live in fear of relationships. We live in fear of those we work with, that we love, and have different interactions with. And what happens is we think about ourselves being inferior, not good enough. There are many souls that have fears of self-worth, self-esteem. We let others control, or their ideas control us. But innately, deep within us, we know all the right answers, and that all the answers reside within us. It's very, very powerful. And the question is always, how do we access this information? And we have to set up a protocol. And the protocol is, first of all, to realize, number one, and believe it, that you are an aspect, part of God, the true source. Number two, the only limitations that you have in your life are those that you believe you have in your life. And those limitations are really gifts, because if you come in with some or all or a bunch of limitations, it's part of your karma to learn to heal and overcome it. Number three, that you always ask to speak with the true God, the true source. God, the true source. Not to some other negative entity that can portend to be God, the true source. And one of my students called me, and she said she was out in the backyard, and she saw this light come from the sky and took on a humanoid form, was talking to her, and she was talking, we can help you and help enlighten you and so on and so forth. And she remembered the words that I used. I'm going to change them a little bit. And she said, "Are you of God, the true source?" And I looked at her and said, "No," and disappeared. And that's really important, because the universal law says, no matter how dark the entity is, when you use the word, "Are you of God, the true source?" then it cannot lie. It will give you a subterfuge answer. And I forgot to add this. Are you of God, the true source? Yeah, I'm the true source's energy. Are you of God, the true source's energy? And then it said no and had to leave. So it will lie to you. So make sure you use the word God, the true source's an aspect, or God, the true source's energy. And it's really, really important. And whether we like to believe it or not, is that there are negative entities around us who are trying to control and manipulate us. And what they live off of the energy of fear and anxiety. It's like a feeding frenzy. But here's what's interesting. The glue that holds us together, everything that exists in this universe, on any plane that exists, is unconditional love. It's a vibration, frequency, and color. Nothing can exist without it. Otherwise, it would perish. And so those negative entities and energies around you have some semblance, and this semblance is of love. That's the glue that will hold them together. The glue that holds you together is a higher frequency and vibration, because you're embracing God, the true source's unconditional love 24/7. Now, during the day, some of it gets distracted or blocked because you're busy. Maybe you're riding a bike, maybe you're angry, maybe you're doing something else. But you're always getting it, receiving it. And then when you go to sleep, it comes on with a huge amount of force and fills your body up and enters into the base of your spine and fills your entire body. And nothing negative, sickness, illness, can live in the energy of God, the true source's unconditional love. That's why people have spontaneous healings, or they, overcome cancer or whatever it may be, because they believe that they can be healed, that God, the true source, works as a partner with them, because they're part of God, the true source. And once they believe it and accept it, spontaneous healings will occur. And that's something for all of us to understand, that we are not unlimited. We were created of, by, and from, and with God, true source's love, not only in our life force energy and spiritual energy, but also our parents, who did it out of love. Even if they're divorced and they're no longer together and never got married, was still created out of love. The highest frequency and vibration in ourselves is that of love. What I'm suggesting to all of you is ask each and every day that you be filled with God, the true source's unconditional love at the deepest cellular and energetic level. That's the deepest cellular and energetic level. Once you do that, anything that is not comprised of love cannot live or exist in that vibration. We're not only talking hate, anger, emotions, but we're also talking about cancer and other illnesses and diseases. You will heal yourself if you truly believe it. And the one thing we have to understand is the yes, but. Well, I can do this, but. And this is going to happen, but. Yes, but, yes, but, yes, but. That is using the law of creation or attraction by creating a block. Because whatever we think of, we will create in our life. So if you truly believe you are prosperous and abundant, yep, you'll become prosperous and abundant. If you are thinking you're unlimited and you're going to be poor, yep, you will create that. Or you're going to be sick or whatever. So it would behoove all of us that are on this call tonight to really examine our motives. And the first thing we need to understand is that each one of us, I don't care who you are unlimited. And that everything that exists in this universe allows you to partake in it. There is no yes buts, because you are part of the universe. You are part of God, the true source. You're part of everything that exists. You're the rock, the stars, the trees, the water, the plants, the animals, minerals. You're part of everything, because it's the same vibration and energy of God, the true source, that's in you. And it's resonating or beating or existing at different frequencies and vibrations to create solid, liquid, or air-type forms. But there is no difference. Once you accept that, then you become one with everything. And oh my goodness, you will feel the most unconditional love and power you have ever had in your life. It is humbling, totally humbling. I remember one time I hugged a tree and I felt, oh my God, I could feel the tree. True source, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then I went out into the universe and became one with the universe. It was overwhelming. I was every star, everything that ever existed, every human being, every planet, every energy, every frequency, every vibration. And my whole body glowed and resonated with love. It was an incredible feeling. In order to do that, you can ask God, the true source, to do it, or prepare yourself to do it. And there are many ways to do it, and we can discuss this at a later time because it gets more involved. But here's the final thoughts. And the final thoughts, I tell all of you to look in the mirror and say your name. For me, I'd say, Michael, you are unlimited. Michael, you are unlimited. Michael, you are unlimited. Remember, you review those thoughts 60 to 100 times in your sleep. It resonates in your cellular structure. It changes your emotions. It raises your vibrations. It heals you. And you realize that you can be and do anything you so desire. Because what is it all about in this embodiment? It's all about the experience. It's about experiencing hot and cold and love and joy and happiness and healing. But most of all, experiencing love. So please, everyone, think about what I have just shared. Listen to this message over again and go into the mirror just before you go into sleep and saying, I am unlimited, because you are. You are a beautiful, wonderful soul. And God, the true source, loves you no matter what you do. You're always unconditionally loved. And please, I ask all of you, I charge all of you to invite 3 friends to join us. It's really, really important to spread this energy, because we are doing the work of God, the true source, spreading love and helping everyone to reconnect. That's my mission and goal, to empower you to realize who you truly are and what you can create in your life, because you truly are an aspect of God, the true source, and you truly are created out of love. Remember that.